There he is.
Look at the tie and all. You haven't.
Why do you have a North Carolina jersey on? I'm out. I'm getting off this call.
Because I'm in with John Henson, and I'm trying to see if we can rise the Tar Heels from the dead. They've lost 4 straight, so I'm trying to help Henson get through this right now. They're struggling.
He's trolling me, Coach.
I am trolling him. I'm trolling Henson. That's
Bobby,
the only reason.
Bobby, on that note, since he wore an effing North Carolina shirt for an interview with you, do you have a Goodman story you can tell on the air?
Hey, what about dinner? Dinner last year when I come out. Remember, we went out for dinner at your club, and I think you won the next night. Was that last year?
I believe so. I think it was UCLA in 3 overtimes.
Right?
Yes.
Did you beat them, or you just hung with them?
No, we beat them in 3 overtimes last year.
Right.
I think.
So I was good luck.
Yeah. That's something for an Arizona guy to do that. For Arizona
right. Think about that.
I appreciate that.
We shouldn't be talking about this publicly.
Well, let's talk about your team. 68-64 win over Stanford tonight, Bobby. You're 8-1 on the year, and congratulations on the start to the season. Why has this team achieved success?
We're guarding at an elite level. All our metrics say that we're one of the best defensive teams in the country, and our activity, our deflections. We're able to speed Stanford up some tonight, especially early in the game, and we have presence around the basket. Warren Washington has been really good. We got, so that end of the floor, we've been elite. We're still a little bit of a work in progress on offense, and hopefully we continue to improve at that end of the floor. But there's an incredible will to win that we have right now, and connectivity as a group. So it's been a lot of fun to coach these guys.
So you are now 8-1. Your brother is undefeated, and I have them ranked number 5 in the country. So the Hurleys are rolling right now. But I once got a quote from a member of the Hurley family, and it went like this, Bobby. It went like this: if they win, if they lose, they're miserable. If they win, they're still miserable. Are you miserable right now, or do you guys feel pretty good?
I mean, at the press conference, even in the locker room, I had to say, hey, look, fellas, not every game is going to be like Michigan, or the Colorado win when you win at the last second. It was kind of like a somber locker room. So I had to energize the group, say, hey, we're playing a league game right now against a team that was desperate to win and needed to win. And, we did what we had to do, and we won a league game. And now we're moving on. So I'm trying to be more positive.
Are you writing anything on your wrist like your brother is?
Yeah, I didn't even ask him about that. That was crazy because we both have so many things that are happening. And once you see something, I looked at it, I was like, wow, okay. And then I never had a chance to talk to Dan about that.
Henson, what do you got for your Duke comrade here?
I'm gonna go with you guys have an elite defensive unit metrically. So when you started the season, did you kind of just see that as is that a philosophy of yours? You say, hey, look, I'm looking at film, I'm watching guys. We can be elite defensively, and we are going to be, or is that just something that is mandatory in how you kind of carry yourself or want your team to be?
Well, years ago, I had guard U started here, and we could score in the 90s, and we getting enough stops. So we kind of shifted gears a little bit to, recruit to get more size around the basket, and guys like Warren Washington and Alonzo Gaffney and Devin Cambridge, and just an elite core of perimeter defenders too. Just great athleticism and length, and those things are paying dividends. And we still have to improve, at the offensive end to get to where we want to go as a team. But, we're heading in the right direction. It's a great feeling. You could go into every game knowing your defense is so solid that it's going to give you a chance to win.
I always have to tell people all the time, because I was kind of a defensive guy by trade. It's my career essentially. And I say, listen, hey, look, I didn't make $300 million, but I made a pretty good living playing defense. So it's not a bad job.
Yeah, no doubt. Look, it's again, you play that under the floor at a high level, and you got a chance to cut down nets. And right now, we're winning and we're one rebound away from being undefeated, and have regrets about that one game that we let slip away, but just love the will to win, the desire to win this team has, especially for this week. 2 Pac-12 games, to go on the road and play Colorado and win, and down 15 at halftime just shows you how much mental toughness and having a great locker room right now.
Bobby, speaking of that great locker room, to have the Cambridge brothers, to have Devin and Desmond, what's a story or something that you can share with us behind the curtain of what it's like having a pair of brothers on the team?
Well, they're like so different, really. Like one brother is a freak athlete and, a lob threat all the time and just all the intangibles and, great teammate. And the other brother is Dez, is kind of nonstop chatter. He'll hit a three and he'll be the guy to shush the crowd, and very animated, very talkative on the court and clutch, but, and more as a shot maker. So they're really different basketball players, but they've brought so much personality to our team.
So, Fanta, the best story that Bobby actually could tell is in 2015 when I'm at ESPN, I bounced around to like 4 different places that first weekend. I always tried to do that, right? I think that might have been my first. I don't know if it was my first year at ESPN. I'm not sure. But so I go in and Bobby's at Buffalo, and it's the second year and they're going to the NCAA tournament. And trying to think of what I can do with Bobby. We're going to do something fun, something different. What are we going to do? So we decide Bobby drinks at that point, Bobby, was it 1 Red Bull before the game and 1 at halftime?
Yes, one before, 1 at halftime. Yes.
So we decide we're going to do this. We're going to drink 3 Red Bulls before the game. I think Bobby drinks just 1, but I'm drinking 3. And I literally drink 3 Red Bulls, and I'm not a guy who drinks Red Bulls at all. And Bobby's cracking up because he knows what I'm in store for the rest of the day. The rest of the day, I'm bouncing off walls. Like I'm basically crashed on the couch in the lobby later that night. I'm so tired. But I think that was it for you. You didn't do Red Bulls again.
No, I've been banned by my wife. My wife, Leslie, has ruled Red Bulls out of my life. So I've now had to shift to Diet Coke, which is acceptable in the Hurley household.
Average.
No, I don't. I mean, there's no telling how many over the course of game day.
Like I'll usually average about 4 a day, Diet Cokes.
Like today I was in the gym at like 7 and I did my workout routine, big water. And then after that, it's straight Diet Coke the rest of the day.
Like,
maybe
like
5
6,
or 6.
7?
5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah, my record. I think.
Stanford forced me to have at least 1 more tonight. That I wanted to have.
Hey, that game got pretty tight at the end there.
Well, yeah, we didn't do a great job. In the first half, we had a little stretch of turnovers. In the second half, to start the half, we weren't great, and our offense was turning into their offense. So it was not great, but I feel terrific about this team. I think it has all kinds of NCAA tournament potential, and we're just kind of getting started because we have some new guys like Frankie Collins that Frankie was sick and missed the Colorado game, and he was kind of winded through our game today and fought through it. But man, he makes us so much better because of his playmaking and playing both ends of the floor and getting guys shots.
Yeah, best point guard you've had so far, and hell of a start, Bobby. Congrats. We will let you get going. We got to get going. I got to check Marcus Bagley's Twitter. So we'll talk to you soon.
All right, I'm going to end this call there. All right, see you guys.
See ya.